if he's won both races.
I believe he's won all three.
Well, he's going for his third.
Oh, two, whatever. Why is my laptop not connected?
I'm really glad I'm not racing tonight.
Oh yeah, was it that bad?
Oh, it just sucked yesterday. I missed the setup completely.
That's tough. That's a tough scene.
Yeah, it was just too tight, and then I make it looser, and then I get damage, or I make it tight. I had it set up for a long run, so I made it a little tighter, and then I get damaged, so I'm more tight. I'm like, oh, dang it.
Anyway, we are actually live now, so.
Oh, fun.
Welcome back to another North American E-Racing League Cup race with myself, K. Keenitz, and as always, LD Allen. Coming at you from Iowa this time. How are you, Alan?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired, but right. I'm here ready to watch some Iowa action.
That is good. It shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it should be a quick race. I think the stage lengths were 34 and 32, and then there was like 68 or 70-ish laps in the last stage. So with them rattling off like 22, 23-second laps, it should be a quick one.
Yeah, it's only a 140-lap race, so it's only a little longer than the Xfinity race. So
it's a welcome change with the last couple that we've done with 100% at Watkins Glen. I think you did the Coke 600 2 weeks ago, and
then the Southern 500.
Yes, you've had a tough time recently.
Yeah,
but your perseverance is much appreciated by everybody, as we are still waiting for them to finish qualifying. I think. Where's the live streams? Let's see if I can pull one up here. Anyway, who do you got your eye on tonight?
Well, you know me, I usually like to pick somebody a little out there.
Somebody who's not named Max Boost, who is in the race tonight.
Yeah, I mean, not the typical like top four in points as well.
Fair.
But I can't do that tonight because Killem has won the past two races here in the first two seasons, and Max is in the field. So it's going to be one of them two winning, and the other one's probably going to finish second.
Fair. All right. I'm going to go actually with... I was practicing with a couple of my teammates earlier, and...
Which is what team?
The Elite Motorsports group.
Good.
And
just for the viewers,
we have a decent house, and you already heard both were very fast, even on the long run. So if it stays green, I'm looking at those two. But like you said, Killam's going to be tough to beat as always here, and Max is tough to beat anywhere. So we'll see what happens.
Decent ran very well in the Xfinity race last night. I think he ran out of fuel coming out of four though. He didn't really get the finish. He should have.
He loves this track, man. I mean,
yeah, he was hauling after the last pit stop. He was hauling. I don't know what he did. But
he helped the trucks race at Iowa very early in the season. I think it was our second race, I believe, and he helped me tremendously on how to drive the track and like how to set up a vehicle to get around here. It's all about just that long run speed and hugging the yellow line on the bottom there.
It really is, yeah.
But looks like they got about a lap and a half left of qualifying. But what did you learn anything from the Xfinity race last night that you can apply to the Cup, or that the Cup guys could apply, I guess?
I think the key is what I've done the short tracks, which has kind of been my demise, is kind of focus on the long run setup too much. And you get in this awkward situation where you're tight for like 15, 20 laps, but then after that you're good and everybody else is slowing down, but you lost so much time in that first 15 to 20 laps, you really don't have time to get it back. I kind of did that last night. I did that at Richmond earlier too. So you gotta be how do I say this? You have to be tight enough early so you're not dead loose at the end, but you can't be too tight to where you're losing time and you can't catch it back up.
Right, there's that happy medium for sure.
And I haven't really found it this year. I need to get better at that. It's pretty hard to find.
It's very hard to find, and once you hit on something, you can drive away from pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
unless they've hit on something as well, and then obviously it's a battle between those two guys if they get something. But it's there's that, like you said, there's that happy medium where you have to be able to turn on the short run, but you have to be able to control your car on the long run, because coming out of turns 2 and 4 here in the Cup cars it gets pretty treacherous. I was practicing with them earlier, like I said, and even on a 5 like slider, because we are preset league, just to remind everybody, yeah, even on a slider 5, it got almost undrivable at the very end part of a stage. So it's
Yeah.
it gets pretty hairy if you don't set it up correctly. We'll just put it that way. But it looks
Yeah.
like Sharp got the pole.
I tell you what, I did practice with Sharp the other day. He got a setup from one of his friends he races in a different league with.
Mm-hmm.
That baby is fast.
Maybe he's one to look out for. Why didn't you pick him, Mister? I like to pick people outside the top 4.
Well, I mean, he's in 5th, so it's not that big. But I don't know.
Well, our starting.
Well, I'm waiting for Sharp to put a race together before I pick him.
That's fair.
He runs well, but he can never just get the finish he deserves. It's been I'd say it's been 3 or 4 races. Well, I guess you could count Watkins Glen, but I mean, he just hasn't put. He's on stages. He just hasn't put the whole race together yet. So I'm waiting for him to do that. I think he did here.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he can maybe surprise some people or put a full race together, like you were saying. But it looks like it's him, Max Boost, K-Bart starting 3rd. You already heard 4th. I can't see who's 5th. 6th is Gator. Can't see 7th, but we'll get a full rundown for you here in a second. But those are the top 3: Sharp, Max Boost, K-Bart, and you already heard is 4th, so top 4. Goodness, I am getting all sorts of invitations. At least they're coming through, unlike Tuesday. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got like 10 invites.
Well, better than not enough. Looks like they're counting down. We got about 30 seconds till we can hop on in.
Whose stream do you have up?
Killam's. I think he's the only one with the stream up. Oh,
Gator just started.
I lied. Killam's always a safe bet, just because he's always near the front, or at least on the lead lap at almost everywhere. So
yeah.
I don't know if I've ever.
That's a fast lap by Sharp.
It is a fast lap.
Dang.
I was down in max territory when I was practicing earlier, but that was literally just let me make it as loose as I can possibly handle and try and get around the track.
All right, we're good to join.
We are. Let's hop on in. We're going to blue screen for a second. Which one of the 8 invites do I want to take? I'll take the first one. Get in there with that beautiful number 8. It looks like OG is starting 5th. Decent House starting 11th. That's a pretty slow lap from what I've seen, but we'll hop in and see what's going on here. Look at that beautiful Fanatec wheel. Need to get that for my computer. I just finished buying all the parts for iRacing. Yes.
Fun.
I'm excited. Big time excited. Should all arrive within the next couple days as well. Need to buy a wheel though, but I need to make sure the PC works.
That is it.
Let's go. Come on. Load.
I'm taking a while to load too.
Unreal. As Sharp is still the leader, Max on the outside, but one thing I've noticed here, Max looking low. One thing I've noticed here is if you start on the outside at the very beginning of a run, it actually might, I wouldn't say it's the preferred line, but you can definitely make it work if you know how to do it.
I noticed that when I practiced with Sharp earlier, that the Cup cars, the high side works a lot better than the Xfinity car.
Yes.
You had to nail the top to get it to work in the Xfinity car, and then you almost needed the guy on the bottom just kind of messed up the corner just a little bit.
Right. Like either hit the apron or have to get on the brakes. Somewhere. They're 4 wide back here. This is unreal.
We got some contact.
I think that was
multiple people in the wall.
Jagboy was the victim of that one.
He was. I don't think he hit the wall though. I think some other people hit the wall.
Got a great battle for the lead here between Max, Sharp, and K-Bart, who is the native Iowan, I think is the correct term.
Person from Iowa.
Yes, he is the home. This is his home track, and he's very excited. He said he was going to be in his corncob field out in behind turn 3, but we'll see.
Sharp messed up the high side there going in the 3. Allowed Max to pull alongside here. Sharp's gonna have to run. Oh, is he gonna switch him over? He does. Oh,
that he does. This is one of the. I think this is one of the most fun tracks in the game, in the fact that there is actual multi-groove racing here, and it actually works.
I'm gonna be honest though, it kind of only works in the cup cars.
Correct. Well, that's because they got enough power to get around. Ooh, looks like Sharp hit the apron and washed up the track. Can't do that when you're battling a guy like Max.
I'm gonna go hop back in the field back here somewhere.
I'm on K-Bar right now.
We'll get on. We'll get with Ronnie here.
Head back to
mix it up with her. Yeah.
That's where I'm at as well. Decent house in the Purple People Eater or M&M's machine, not Skittles. Come on, Kevin.
Gasp.
Oh well.
Oh, Herd and Ronnie make a little contact.
Yeah, contact's going to happen here, especially. It is a hair under a mile. I think it's 7/8 of a mile. Not a whole lot of real estate. When you come off the corners, your cars kind of tend to come together here as we ride on board with you already heard. Ronnie, that got a huge run coming out of 2 there. Max is loving seeing these guys battle. He's just got to focus on hitting his marks as we got an elite sandwich going on here. Not even a sandwich, just a gaggle.
Killen must have been involved in that little
something.
He's still in the back.
I believe him and Draven started around 11th, so like one way or the other. I believe they were both back there, so they very well could have. OG looks like he's got a little damage. I think Draven had some as well.
That's not surprising. I feel like OG always gets damage.
He's trying something different, as we always say. Ooh, 2 wide off the corner.
I don't think getting damage is good.
No, that's not a strategy that's going to pay off.
That's not a strategy. Unless you're a little loose, then it might help.
Yeah, a little. Just tap the wall lightly.
Yeah.
As Crunch and K-Bart are battling, and Max is just walking away right now.
You know, Crunch is going to be looking to get something here because he had second locked up at Darlington and spun.
He's I'm trying to remember where he's at in the points. I think he's on the outside looking in, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. I'll get you a stat real quick.
Because he needs, if he is, he needs some big points nights. He needs to roll them off because we're getting real close to the playoffs.
He did good on Monday. He got a few stage points.
Ooh,
and
looks like he would have been
there. He would have been in good position. Instead of finishing second, he finished like 9th.
Where's Ronnie? We'll ride with Ronnie here, who's on the top side of.
I'm not gonna. I didn't. Crunch is 104 points back of Jag for 8th.
Oh my!
He's gonna need big races.
How many races are left? If you could, I think there's like 5, maybe.
I think including this one, 5.
Not a whole lot.
No. And we got a track that nobody knows in the Indy.
The Indy Roval. Oh goodness, that'll be something. Yeah. That'll be something else. 5
including this one. So he's gonna need to hop on his horse and get moving. He wants to.
I won't say he's eliminated, but it's gonna be a tall task for him.
He's gonna need some wins and some stage points.
As hometown K-Bart is pulled away from 3rd and 2nd, while Crunch and Sharp battle next to each other. Ronnie Mack looking for 5th right now. Ronnie's putting together a good race so far. Still early, but...
Ooh, Sharp in the wall.
Ronnie
runs right in the back of... he pushed Ronnie in the wall.
You already heard collected. Kelvin collected. Kill him just missed that. We got a caution?
Is this caution? I think so.
Yes, it is a caution.
Cars are being stupid. Yeah, caution.
My goodness.
That sucks. I don't know what happened to Sharp's car, but he started really well and then just died.
I know, like, in the game, at certain tracks, and I think this is kind of one of them. If you're trying to that high lane, if you hit the wall, It's almost like a trampoline that just throws you back down the track, and it's kind of hard to keep your car from running into everybody else. But
On the back stretch, I agree with you, but on the front stretch, it just holds you, holds you against the wall.
Because that happened in about turn 2, late part of turn 2. So
yeah.
As your top 5 going into that caution were Max Boost, K-Bart, Crunch, Lewis, and Decent House. Get up to Max here. Same top 5. Jagboy, I think, made it through that wreck and picked up a lot of spots. It
looked like he did, yeah.
Made up for that little bit of contact he had in their very early going.
You might have gained some spots from people fixing damage to you.
It looked like he only gained 1 spot on pit road that I saw on Kill 'Em stream.
Gotcha. Oh, cool.
Max Boost taking that high lane at the start of the run here. I wonder if...
I'm surprised at how much they're running the high lane, if I'm honest.
Well, you can make it work in the cup cars like we were talking about. I know in the trucks it was pretty much a 1-lane track. You could make the high lane work for a little bit, but you had to... For me, it was all about just hugging that yellow line all the way through the corner. Yeah. Don't look now, but one of the Xfinity regulars up here fighting for second right now.
Yeah, Decent's really good here.
He does love him some Iowa.
Yeah, but I don't think he loves it as much as Max does right now.
I think Max loves every track.
You're right.
As we scroll back through the field just a little bit. Oh my. Jag's taking it 3 wide into 1. He's going to hold it down there.
That usually doesn't work too well.
I think Lewis, when that happens, I think the preferred place to be is on the outside as long as you can make it work. Because you'll get that huge runoff.
Yeah.
And the guy in the middle is kind of sandwiched with that seam that's there.
Yeah, I agree.
Lewis is trying that high line. I didn't see him do that in our little practice session we had earlier. Crunch into the wall a little bit, unless that's just heat.
Man, it's feisty back here.
It is, aside from the top 3, you could throw a blanket and a half over all of these other cars. It's some tight racing so far.
Not too tight, though. That's why you need that extra half blanket.
Exactly. Maybe a quarter of a blanket.
I think at this point, it might be just 1. It is.
Yeah, we'll go with 1 right
they're
now.
all over each other.
Looks like the top 3 have gotten sorted out, single file. Crunch is kind of making it work in that middle lane, though. As your top 5, Max Boost, K-Bart, Decent House, Lewis, and Jagboy, with the 2 RKR boys in 6th and 7th, Kelvin and Crunch.
I will say, I say the high line is actually a little bit more of a defensive line. Because when you run the bottom, you really need the whole width of the track to slide up to the wall to really carry the speed. And when then somebody's on your outside, it's really hard to make a pass.
Oh, absolutely. Because
I think that's why I think Jag's having trouble getting around Lewis here. I think Jag's probably faster, but Lewis just is getting that run off top. And as soon as I say that, Jag gets past.
I think also. Yeah. I feel like you almost have to be a little more perfect on the top lane as well. But it also
is true.
If you're a little too tight for the bottom, it might be the place to go with your car, because it does make you a little bit looser coming out of the corners. We got a battle for second up here.
They've been side by side for the past 10 laps.
Well, they better sort it out so they can get up to Max.
Or
try to get up to Max.
I like your confidence in them, but
stop it.
I do. I like it. But not sure about it.
Great racing so far. K-Bart, I know he always circles this on his calendar. Just incredible racing right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Killam's back here in 11th.
He was, it was Max and Jag had that crazy finish at Richmond earlier in the season, right?
Yes, that was Max and Jag.
So I'm not surprised to see Jag up here, or Max for that matter, because this is a very similar track to Richmond. The only difference is I think there's a little bit less banking at Richmond, and I believe Iowa's like a 20th of a mile longer. Oh wait, no. Sorry. An eighth of a mile longer? Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Math.
3/4 to 7/8. That's an eighth.
An eighth of a mile. Math. I told you math.
Yeah, I got you. Aren't you like an accountant or something? Shouldn't you be able to do that?
Yeah. We don't deal with fractions like that. Decimals.
Yeah, I know, that's fair. I don't
Although
either.
it would be 0.75 to 0.875, so
Yes.
0.125 miles longer. You're welcome.
Sure. Big mass up in here.
Anyway, back to the race.
We should really handle the playoffs because we got the mass to keep the points going.
Oh, for sure. I'm about it. I'm here for it. On Thursdays. Thursdays only. Can't be doing
on
Tuesdays.
Thursdays.
Can't be doing 2 days a week.
Yeah, okay. As you see, we're kind of just rambling here because not much is happening.
They're pretty...
Decent got past K-Bart, and Jags ran up on K-Bart. But besides that, pretty straightforward here.
I'm on OG right now. They're getting... We got a couple rows 2x2 back here. They're getting a little more feisty.
That was behind Killam. I was on Killam. Yeah, by the way, Killam's starting to make his way forward. I think he's like 8th-ish now. So
seems like he always knows how to figure out a long run setup for almost all these tracks. Looks like Crunch got in the wall or loose coming out of 4 there. I know Joe, you already heard, was feeling pretty good about this track from the practice session earlier.
I mean, I'd be feeling pretty good too when you just dominated the Southern 500 and won for the third season in a row. I'd be feeling good anywhere.
I believe that's his home track as well, so he's real. That's when he circles on his calendar, so it's no surprise.
Oh, stage in. My bad.
Oh,
we're talking.
All right, we'll adjust for second stage. Trying to find a top 5 here. Looks like it was Max, Decent, K-Bart,
Jag, Kelvin.
Yeah, okay, there we go. See you right there.
I think I'm not looking at it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yes, Max, Decent, K-Bart, Jag, and Kelvin, or Kevin number 1.
Shout out Kelvin. He ran really well at Darlington too.
We gotta save the rambling for stage 3.
Sure. Sorry, guys.
We're out of our routine apparently.
That means the third stage will actually be entertaining for once.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out shortly. Because that was a 34-lap stage, and then this one, I believe, is 32. So
do we know what happened to Sharp? Because he's in last.
He had...
And I don't remember seeing him at all.
He was involved in that wreck, remember? He hit the wall, and then he might have had a bunch of damage and just kind of wound up back there. As we'll see if anybody has something for Max Boost who got the... Oh, wait, no, he didn't get the pole. I apologize. I was about to say that. Who, I think Max led just about every lap in stage 1.
Sharp led a few early, but yeah. I think Max took the lead after 5 or 6 laps.
I didn't say all of them. I said just about. Just about.
I know. I was just getting more specific for the audience that cares about specificity. Words are hard. Specifics. There you go.
Specificity?
Yes. We got 4 wide back here.
Oh my!
It was looking 4 wide, but
Ronnie's in the wall. He's just holding it in there, which is what you got to do. Now there's a gaggle of cars back there.
They're 16 wide. Oh no, they actually are 4 wide now.
I didn't know Rick Allen was here.
Oh, Sharp just punted OG. You hate to see it. Oh no. We're having a peer party in the last 3 spots, boys. Oh no.
The peer party is
it's at the back.
They went a little too hard too early. They pregame too hard.
Yep.
As don't look. Ooh, Max into the wall. That's gonna allow Decent House to take the lead.
Yeah, I think that's the first mistake I've seen Max make in about 4 races. I'm not even gonna lie.
I was gonna say the only other time we saw him have some issues like that was, I think it was Texas.
I believe you're right. I think that's the only other time.
He
hit the apron a few times there and hit the wall a couple times too.
And he was getting crazy loose out of 4. We'll see.
Kelvin in the wall. This is gonna get feisty.
We'll go back to K-Bart.
I really don't want to be this middle car.
No.
I either want all the way on the bottom
or all the way on the top. Yes.
I don't want to be in the middle because that seam can just kill you. We should probably talk about that a little bit.
Oh yeah, there's a few tracks that have the seam. This being one of them. And
any track with progressive banking. Oh,
true.
Kelvin in the wall. Oh, and OG died from that somehow. Of course. Sorry.
Oh, he is actually.
He is actually dead.
He looks like he's driving a brick wall with how crumpled up his stuff is. No caution though, because it's just a single car stopped on the track, I believe.
Because that makes sense. Anywho.
But yeah, the progressive banking in games in this game specifically, just they almost make it like here's one banking, here's another, as like straight lines, if you can imagine that, on like one single pivot point, as opposed to actual progressive banking, which is just like
it like blends together.
Yes, so they don't do. I think Max might be running Decent House down, but
yeah.
On board with Crunch here, looking forward. These guys have gotten sorted out a little bit. You already heard into the wall looking by Jag, or he's looking to pass Jag, but
so the point of us talking about that was when you get two tires on one banking and two tires on the other banking, you can get real nasty real quick.
It just
goes you sideways.
It just completely discombobulates your car, and it just makes you want to just turn around. It's almost like hitting the apron in NASCAR Heat 3, as I think Max is back up.
Is all over Decent.
He is.
Can't confirm.
As we'll scroll back up to that. Max is running that high lane, though. He looks like he's very comfortable doing so, because he's getting that huge run off.
Yeah.
Which I think works better in 1 and 2. But I think 3 and 4, you got to be on the bottom because you have more room to run it up the track.
I agree for sure. He's trying to make it work, though.
Decent House is putting up one hell of a fight, I'll tell you that much.
Man, Decent's going to be scary in the Cup Series if he goes up, which I think he should. Golly.
I know
he's running a lot. He's been terrible in he hasn't been terrible in Xfinity, but he hasn't been as up to his standards of what he likes in the Xfinity. But in the trucks and the Cup cars, he's really good.
I think OG just lagged out. He just completely disappeared on my screen.
Oh, that could be a glitch. We'll see if
Oh, Max looking to the inside of Decent here.
Yeah, I think Decent's gonna let him go.
Probably wise at this juncture.
Yes.
I mean, they're so far out ahead right now. There's no sense in. I mean, you could battle a little bit as he's looking under him here.
Okay, never mind. So he actually was going for a crossover, not just letting him pass.
That didn't work.
Max has got the spot.
It seems as though Decent is. He's got the best car to fight with Max tonight so far, as we have. Oh, I didn't see how many laps are left. Oh wait, they're coming to it now. All right. Let's see.
Poor Kelvin all by himself.
19. They're coming to 18 to go. They're taking 18 to go right now in the stage, so we don't forget to look at that again.
OG is on pit road.
Still, yeah. I think he might have lagged out.
Or he might have an engine, actually.
Yes, whatever. Or rage quit. Blowing a head gasket.
I'm thinking it's the latter.
That's blowing a head gasket, right?
Yeah. The cylinder went boom.
Decent is hanging with Max right now.
Yeah.
They're having a great battle up here.
Jack's starting to close in on him too.
K-Bar, it looks like those guys are. Jag's definitely starting to pull away from third. Who's that? You already heard back there in 5th. Followed by Ronnie Mack, and Kilm's made his way up. Lewis behind as well. Ooh, Decent looking under Max in turns 1 and 2 here. We'll see if he gives him the old slide job. Ooh, he did. This is a great battle right now. Looks like Max has lowered his line in 3 and 4, which, like we talked about, I think that's going to be the move. That top lane in 1 and 2, though, I think that's, if you can set up your car to run both, it's going to be pretty, not unbeatable, but pretty stout.
Ronnie and Killam have been side by side for like 4 straight laps. As soon as I say that, Killam hits the wall. Golly, I'm sorry.
I'm still focused on this lead battle. These guys are just back and forth. Not only is it the lead, but I think they're having the best battle on the track, to be honest with you.
I would agree.
Oh, Killam did hammer the wall. I just saw that on his stream. My goodness.
Yeah.
That's one of the things here is if you pick up the throttle just a hair too early, especially in 1 and 2,
yeah, the car just doesn't turn.
You'll go directly into the wall. It's rough. And that's the thing is like you want to set it up to rotate, but you don't want to. You want it to rotate on both a short run and a long run, which is very, like we talked about earlier, very delicate balance to.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
It is. As it looks like they're coming to 12 to go now in stage 2.
Decent hit the apron last lap and allowed Max kind of pull away.
Which isn't, I mean, I wouldn't say pull away, but he's gotten those couple car lengths, yeah, right. I think it's easier to do that into one and 2 because there is all of like, I feel like there's a lot of things to look at going into 1 with that wall being there, and it's not directly up against the apron. It's kind of narrows up a little bit at a certain point too, like at least visually. Yeah. But so far this track has proved to have the good racing that we were looking forward to. So
yes, sir.
We'll,
Max is. I just watched Max for the past like 4 or 5 laps, and he's done the same thing every single lap.
He's a machine.
I don't know how he does it. And to be fair, Decent's been doing it too for the most part. Right behind him.
He just had like you pointed out, he had that one little mistake of hitting the apron, but Max had that mistake of tapping the wall. As I'm looking at Decent now. Everybody else seems to be pretty single file at the moment.
Yeah, that's the second time Decent's done that. He's gone a little too narrow in the 1. It's really compromised his exit.
Right.
He lost a car length or 2 to to Max. Ishami did it.
You really have to arc it in there.
Yeah, especially in 1 and 2.
Right.
Into 1. So you get that speed out of 2.
Especially with how quickly that backstretch wall comes up. It looks like he's doing it this time.
Yeah.
Max did what Decent did last lap.
Yeah, that was much better from Decent.
Speaking,
we're gonna go back here where the battle is. With
oh my! I just
flipped through Ronnie. Ronnie got a front row seat to the action. Ooh, little contact with Hurd.
So K-Bart's in 4th. So this is a battle for the final stage point here.
Yes, sir.
Please load.
Ronnie in the wall. Let's see it. Ooh, we got some people starting to get a little loose.
Trying to see how many laps we got left.
I got you. Yep, that was fuzzy. I couldn't read it.
I couldn't either.
Thank you, 704.
I don't think that was 704's fault.
No. When the like the lap counter doesn't come up at the.
Got it.
The full resolution, so it's just kind of faded and you can't read it.
Fair. Lewis battling for this final
coming to 5 to go.
Ooh, Lewis
actually,
in the wall.
I think that was 5 to go.
So they're coming to 4 to go.
Coming to 4 to go, yeah. Ronnie just keeps hitting the wall back here. I'm gonna get off of him so I don't have to talk about
Decent looking to make a pass for the lead here.
Oh, I'm back here on 5th. You watch that. Killam just got past Lewis for 5th.
This is an unreal battle for the lead. These two guys, they have the way they've set their cars up, they're just so evenly matched. We'll see who makes the better adjustment in stage 3, but Decent House showing why it's still honestly surprising that he doesn't have a win in the Xfinity Series at this point.
He said it himself. He just isn't good in Xfinity cars.
Well, that's because they drive like garbage. Let's be honest.
I mean, but the trucks drive more garbage, and he's really good in those.
He
they're coming to
unbelievably good. 2 to go?
I think they're 2 to go. Yeah. Actually, this might be the white flag. Give me a second. No, that was 2 to go.
2 to go. Okay.
So coming to 1.
Ooh, Decent's a little high into 1 and 2. Max Oh, Max got a little loose there. He might have hit the seam coming off.
Ah, Decent got past him.
He did.
Oh, nice.
And then
Sorry, I was focused on the pit.
Max grazed the wall and headed into 3.
White flag for the stage, sponsored by, I don't know, do they sponsor stages?
Sponsored by Gear Wrench, because I'm on Max at the moment.
Oh,
Sponsor changes.
shout out.
Oh, no. Decent hit the apron there. This is going to set up a great stage finish.
It doesn't look like Max is going to get there. Send it, brother.
We'll see the runoff. Oh, man.
Got a little bit of art. Oh,
he did.
He's going to
looking
pull up
outside.
Alongside, but it ain't going to be enough.
No.
What a stage.
That
They were right next to each other the whole stage.
Those two were trading blows. Decent House, Max, Jag, K-Bart, and I think Killam got that final.
Yes, unless Lewis passed him in the last 2 laps, which I don't think he did.
I don't think so. I think Lewis hit the wall at some point and ended up letting Killam go by.
Killam got passed.
So there's your top 5. I think this last stage is 68 laps. It's essentially, you can almost cut it directly in half, so it might be 66 or 68. But if we continue to see the battle that we've been seeing up front, this is going to make for a great finish. And throughout the field as well. These guys are trying every line possible, and they're making it work. What are you looking for this last stage?
I'm really happy to see that high line put into good effect, because it wasn't really existent last night. I mean, it was there kind of, but it was hard to make it work. I'm looking to see if we get a caution to kind of mess up the stage here. Oh, looks like Dragon forgot to pit and just pulled out of the way.
I think he did.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, if you're gonna forget to pit, that's kind of what you want to do. You don't want to screw up the race for the rest of them.
Yeah. Max just sent it in 1 and 2 and got the lead from Decent.
He did.
So my point was, I'm wondering, because you said you pretty much split it in half, right? The stage?
You can.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just seeing if we get a caution here, kind of mix it up. Maybe get a little 2-tire action at the end or something. Maybe people go a little longer and have fresh tires at the end.
I would love. I would be very much excited to see that, because I know in the Truck Series, oh man, there's a hornet's nest back here. I know in the Truck Series, the last stage was long enough to where if you had that long run speed, it was the most beneficial to just take 2 tires. But I know that the Cup races are just that hair longer.
Yeah.
K-Bart's just rolling that top the whole night, though. The whole race so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. More people are on the top than the bottom, which I did not expect. Really keeping the car wound up on the top.
If only we could see that in Xfinity plate races, huh?
I tried, brother. nobody wants to try with me.
Apparently.
Not my fault.
As
and
Draven,
then when you're in like third, when you're in third and you're like, oh, if I go outside, nobody's going with me, and I'll go to 8th. It's really hard to go, you know?
Absolutely. I understand. Especially if you're still racing for points and finishing in the top 3 or near the cutoff line or whatever, but one thing... Oh,
problems! Man. Oh, we got multiple cars around. Oh, sharp, heavy damage in the wall. No caution.
Ronnie around, too. I think Lewis was involved also.
I don't know.
No caution. Goodness.
So, Gator got some big damage there, too. So did Jag. So look what happened was, Jag got in the wall off of 4, and Lewis went to make it 4 wide. Jag came off the wall, hit Lewis, hit Ronnie. Ronnie overcorrected back into Lewis, and it was on from there.
I literally caught the beginning of it, and then I panicked and pushed the wrong buttons.
Yeah, so Sharp has big damage. Ronnie and Lewis probably have medium damage.
Lewis has a little bit of a crumpled hood. Sharp has a brick wall.
Yeah, he went right into the outside wall. He did it.
Let's see. Jag Boy's got a little bit he's got a little crumpling on the hood. Ronnie's also essentially got a brick wall.
Gator ran in the back of Jag, so he's probably got Gator? Some damage too.
I found him. He actually doesn't, from my screen, which we know is not always the best judgment, he does not have a lot of damage on the front end.
Well, he ran in the Jag pretty hard, so that's pretty lucky if he didn't get any damage.
This is unreal.
I kind of want him. I want him to go to the tire thing on the screen. What's it called? The hood.
Oh, the hood cam?
Well, no, the tire display thing on the screen, where it shows you your damage and tire wear.
Oh, that would be nice.
I didn't think I need to explain it that much, but I guess I did.
I was thinking of a ticker for a second, which we also don't have.
Yeah, sure. Well, these two at the front are gone again, so we'll
They
focus on
are. It seemed like this is about what we saw in the last stage, and then it seemed like Decent House's car came in towards the more towards the end of the run. Max has the short run and the long run speed, but his was more towards the beginning or middle of the run, where Decent's it would come in at the middle, and then the end would get even stronger. So we'll see what happens here. Because if I'm in Decent House's shoes, I think what I would do is if you have that long run speed, you might as well run it as long as you can while you're competitive.
Yeah.
And then once you get those fresh tires, loosen it up so you can have that short run speed and make up time.
For sure.
While, if Max comes in before you, then you can make up that time that he was gaining.
Shark just got lapped there with all that damage.
He did, and he's still got all that damage on his on the screen, which is it's unfortunate that we can't at least see that it's repaired, because I'm assuming it is based on.
No, he's been riding.
I thought he
hasn't pitted.
I thought he just came out of the pits. I could be mistaken.
I don't think so. Did he? I didn't think he did. But
I thought he did.
I could be wrong.
As you already heard's broken away. I'm trying to so Decent House is in second. I believe that's Jagboy in third.
No, that's Jag in third.
Is that you already heard?
Yeah, it's heard. I don't know where Jag is.
I'm trying to scroll without giving people a seizure at this point.
So it's Herd fourth,
yes,
third. I'm sorry, Crunch fourth, K-Bart and Killam are side by side for fifth again.
Gators up there as well.
Gators up in the sixth.
Kelvin's there as well.
Kelvin in eighth, Jag in ninth, Draven in 10th. I think that's Lewis in 11th back there.
Yeah, Lewis has some damage, I think, from that incident earlier.
That was Through the Field, sponsored by Fanatec. Get your wheels today.
Yes. I need to order my Fanatec wheel for my PC. Love to see it.
It's going to cost you more than the PC, maybe.
It won't. The one that I'm looking at, it will not. But
okay. Them things are expensive. Really good quality, though. But
they are.
Expensive.
As I'm going to settle back in on Decent House, because he's kind of been who I've been watching just because he's up there with Max, and it's easier to scroll through back to the other folks, but it seems like Max made an adjustment here in this final stage so far that's just allowed him to pull away. I wonder if Sharp being on his bumper is kind of messing with Decent's head a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can understand that.
But you already heard must have made a great adjustment, because he's come up through the field and he's not losing as much time as we saw some of these other guys lose to these top two earlier, but still a ways to go. If you have Killam's stream up, how many laps do we have left? And if he has his fuel up, how many laps does he have left in there?
I'm on Gator stream, and they just hit 50 to go, so that was 49.
Okay.
They just went by, and he's got the leaderboard up, so don't really know.
So we'll head back here for now on Killam, who has Gator right in front of him, K-Bart and Crunch also in front of him.
Jag and Kelvin right behind them.
And Draven as well. Actually, I think Draven's got to be a lap down after pitting at the beginning of the stage.
Oh, yes, he is a lap down. At least. Maybe 2.
It could be 2. I know it's pretty easy to go 2 laps down here if you pit, just because the laps are so quick.
Yeah.
Looks like Killam got in the wall a little bit coming out of 2 there.
Crunch hanging strong with K-Bar, but I think K-Bar's going to get the better of him here.
I think K-Bar just loves rolling that high lane here. Oh, just as we say that, K-Bar
right
in the wall.
Man, we really need to stop talking about people doing good things because they just mess it up. Oh, they're 3 wide off it too.
What if we talk about people doing really bad things? Like, oh man, that line sucked or something like that. Like,
yeah,
do you think
Gator
they would...
Gator just took the apron in 3 and 4. So, I mean, that is not the line you want.
Like... Do you think he'll then like turn his fastest lap of the race after that, or what?
Oh, with Jackboy underneath him, I don't think so. They're 3 wide for 4th. Oh, K-Bart holding. Oh, this is getting real bad up here.
This is getting wild. 5 cars.
I predict next lap there will be a caution.
Ooh. See, then that would bring it within somebody saving or possibly taking 2 tires.
True. Yeah, so this lap is what I'm saying there's going to be a caution on, just to clear it up.
Oh, man, this
They're trying real hard. They're trying real hard to crash. Oh, come on, boys.
So I between Killam and Decent, I can see most of the field. Max is pulled away to probably, man, a second, maybe a second plus at this point. Actually, probably closer to 2 seconds. Yeah, Max is pulled away.
Dang.
You already heard is in a different zip code from this gaggle battling back here as well. Yeah, you already heard it's checked out from them too. If this stays green, I don't think the top 3 will change too much, but
I agree.
We've seen how reluctant they have been to throw cautions so far. I think... I think You Already Heard's been catching Decent House, but I think that's... I don't think he's caught Max at all. The same time he's caught on Decent House, Decent House has lost to Max.
You're going to have to repeat that again, because I just didn't follow that.
So...
Sorry.
You Already Heard is gained on Decent House, so he's gained on second.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think he's gaining on Max because the time he's made up on Decent House has lost that to Max. I also could have probably worded that in the weirdest way possible, but it's fine.
I think the first time you worded it, it was a little odd, but the second time was much better. Thank you.
Words. I do numbers, not words.
You same. That's yeah. I don't. No.
We need a wordsmith up in the booth. I'll provide numbers all day.
Same. You know, really, we should be on separate days because they're kind of number people. Okay, cool.
Nah. Top booth in the game right now.
Undisputed as well.
Best finishes so far, also. For the most part.
Hurd is falling off a cliff. He is getting big loose.
I think Decent House is getting pretty loose, too. That maybe they went for a little more short run speed because I think... If I had to guess, Decent probably noticed Max getting away at the beginning part of a run, and maybe he adjusted for that, but now it's too loose for the long part of the run.
Yeah.
And You Already Heard might have done the same. Killam's broken away for 4th right now.
Ooh, Max is getting a little loose too.
I'm telling you, man, once you're on worn tires in these Cup cars here, it gets hairy.
So, see, that was the problem I was having last night.
Okay.
I was on worn tires, and I wasn't getting loose off the corners. So that means I was too tight to start with.
Fair.
I just couldn't make up the time when I wasn't sliding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, Decent's getting crazy loose. So, I don't know how many laps they run. Probably like 25, 30 at this point. So, they should be getting close to pitting.
I think if you're Decent House, you gotta go back to
what you did, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pit as soon as you can and go back to what you had because that was the only
money.
He was the only one that could keep up with Max at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like You Already Heard's fallen off a little bit, like you said, because he's lost time to Decent House now, which means he's definitely lost time to Max.
Yeah.
Although I think Decent House is... he's not He might be catching Max just a little bit. Visually,
Killam is
from what I remember, it looks a little bit closer, but we'll go back to Killam here.
Yeah, Killam is cleared for fourth and pulled away from K-Bart. Draven's come through the field and running down K-Bart now.
Okay, let me find a camera where I won't give people seizures. There we go.
Well, at least they took the tire glitch out.
Oh man, that was terrible. Yeah. Not gonna comment on them trying to fix something and then ruining something else. Draven's taking that high lane though. He's making it work, it seems. He's at least keeping up with K-Bart within a few car lengths. K-Bart's getting a little loose coming off of 4 there. Also, if you see anybody pitting, please do too. I think Ronnie was in the pits from what I just saw. Herd and Jag.
Pitting.
Wait. Is Jackboy in 4th?
No, I don't think so.
He's right behind You Already Heard.
Really? He must have pitted then, because he was back there with K-Bart.
Oh, maybe. Maybe he's just trying to stretch it here. As Lewis is on pit road. Gator's coming in.
Jag is definitely already pitted, because he gained so much time. And
Why do they do that? Ronnie's on pit road. He's been on pit road for a little while. Might have had a blown motor. Is Max on pit road?
I don't think so. Yes, he is.
Kelvin's on pit road. Sharp's still running. Max is on pit road. K-Bart is on. You Already Heard still staying out. Man, I think if you're decent house at this point, you had to have come in before Max.
Yeah. But if he stays out long enough, he might be able to get the overcut towards the end of the race. We'll see.
Maybe.
Max is coming off pit road.
Okay, so one thing I don't understand is how come when you are not on like hood cam, why does it have to fling the camera like 180 degrees around the car?
I'm not sure.
Just awful. Just awful. So we got a battle of some kind between Killam and Kelvin right here. Looks like Kelvin has new tires because he just absolutely pulled away from Killam. I think Crunch is on pit road as well. He's coming off. Kelvin into the wall. Sharp still trucking.
Yeah, I think Ronnie is blowing a motor.
I believe he has as well. Max is
decent on pit road.
Max is all by himself, so that's going to allow him to just turn and burn these laps right now.
Yeah, that's what he wanted for sure.
How many do we have left? About like 30 or so?
I'll give you about in 5 seconds. Gator just took 29 to go. He's an 8th, so probably about 28 right about now.
This is why we need a ticker. It's fine.
Nah, we get enough. He's
OG
smart.
repping the white ally paint scheme, but
Sitting in his pit box.
I think that was the first time he rolled it. He probably will not roll it again.
Oh, we have an update from OG.
Do we? Draven back on the pit road.
Oof.
Wait.
Ooh. Draven was not showing very much appreciation to OG earlier. That might be why OG blew a motor.
Okay, never mind. I thought Decent House was ahead of Max, but it was You Already Heard's car behind him.
Yeah.
Yes, but okay, so there needs to be a rule that if You Already Heard and
Max are
in the same race, they can't both run the gear range scheme. Because I thought Decent came out ahead of Max by taking like 2 tires, but nope. Where is Max on the track? So Decent is heading into 3. Max is coming to the line now. It looks like Max has damage on my screen, but I don't think that's actually the case.
Yeah, it does look like he has damage.
Unless he, like, clobbered the wall coming out of a corner. Because I'm going to pull up Killam's stream as well and see, see how many laps he has left. These guys are kind of, they're so spread out right now that it's hard to find a race for position at the moment. Unless K-Bart and Lewis are battling, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
This is why we need a ticker.
I don't really know at this point, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, K-Bart and Lewis, if they are in fact battling for position, are the only battles on the track. I think Decent House is catching Max Boost, but I know
he should be. He's on a little fresher tires.
Right, he had fresher tires, so we'll see if he can carry that long run speed through the rest. So Killam just took... They just took 19 to go.
I believe K-Bart and Lewis are for position.
I think so as well. K-Bart is just committed to that top lane.
He's making it work, though.
He is. That runoff you get while you kind of like we talked about earlier, how you pin down that guy on the bottom is just almost unfair. Not unfair, but it's just crazy.
Lewis is probably pretty frustrated at this point.
I know he wasn't necessarily looking forward to this race, so...
Lewis?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Sharp coming out of pit road. Saw it again. That time.
Sharp. Rough race.
It happens.
Yeah. Max has got like a straightaway lead on
I
Decent.
just scrolled over to that. He does.
So we got a good battle with for like 4th-ish, I think.
Max just took 16 to go. I think K-Bart and Lewis, they're battling for 5th.
Killam's right there too.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they are battling for 5th. Killam likes to stay out longer and have fresh tires at the end, so I'm thinking that's what he's done this time.
It seems like
he caught them very quickly.
Ooh, him and Lewis,
contact.
little touch, nothing on purpose there, just incidental coming off the corner.
Lewis should have the run, but I think Killam could have cleared himself there, but he didn't.
Those fresher tires, they're gonna prevail in the next lap or two, I'd say.
Yeah.
So is that? So you already heard is in 3rd, and I think that's Jagboy in 4th. Yes, because then there's that gaggle of blue cars back there.
Gaggle.
We talked about that last week.
Oh, true. That's a flock of geese.
Well, it can be used for geese. It can be also used... I gotta look it up again.
Golly. Coming to 13, I think.
The other one was a disorderly or noisy group of people, which right now these guys are being pretty not disorderly on the track, but they're mixing it up. Pretty good.
I'm about a lap behind on Gator's stream, so it's kind of confusing me what's going on.
Yeah, it's getting a little tough to see. So I'm looking at Killam's stream and I'm trying to...
I think Max should be taking 11. They should be taking...
Let's see.
10 to go this time.
He just took 11 to go.
Just took 11, my bad.
So
I'm going to go on Max and count.
He'll be taking 10 to go here.
Yeah.
He's still holding that same lead over Decent House.
Yeah, we should really like put him as like the president of the league and make a rule where presidents can't race.
It's so tough because Max is good at literally every track.
Yeah, I mean he has to be.
Oh, absolutely.
He is a professional at this game.
Correct, he is. And it especially shows on the road courses, as I believe Max took 9 to go.
Yes, he did.
I'll tell you what, Decent House putting up a pretty decent fight for the whole race, especially stage 2.
See what you did there.
You see what I did there? There you go.
Yeah. Love me a pun. I mean, yeah, I think he made a change as Max takes 8 to go. I think he made a change there at the beginning of stage 3. I think he just got too loose, and that really cost him. Since there wasn't a caution, he couldn't really hang after about, say, 15 to 20 laps.
Yeah, and I think he tried to make it a little. If I had to guess, I think he probably made it a little too loose at the beginning of the run.
Yeah.
And that cost him that long run speed, because that's when we saw Max pull away.
Yeah.
As I think Max took
7
to go. Yes. Now he's coming
Crunch
to 6,
getting out of the way.
6 to go?
Yes.
What the hell is he?
You're going into 3.
There's Crunch. Trying to find him on my screen, again, without giving everybody a seizure.
That's hard to do.
I found the best way to do it is hood cam.
Oh.
Because then it's not, like, rotating all weird-like.
Yeah, I agree.
As Max is coming to 5 to go. Wait, oh yeah, how many wins does this make for Max? 10? This will be his 10th win, right?
I believe. Don't quote me on that, though.
Gotta look it up. Please count how many laps are left.
Was that 6 or 5? I think that was 6.
5.
Or was that 5? That was 5. Golly, I'm so bad at this.
I just said 5. God bless.
You're asking me about wins, so I was thinking about that. I wasn't listening to what you were saying.
Why'd I type in schedule? Cup stats.
4 to go at the line. If we're correct here.
I think so. Yeah, kill him. Yeah, he took 4, so he's coming to 3 to go. Coming to 3 to go.
Okay, it only takes us about 15 times to get it right, but we get it there eventually.
We'll get there eventually. Yes, this unless Max blows a tire or runs out of fuel or something, this will be his 10th win of the season.
And I think he's only started like 16.
He's
missed 5 or 6 races. So, I think this is the 23rd race? 24th race?
23rd. This will be the 24th, I'm sorry. So he started 2/3 and he's won 10. As Max, I believe, comes 2 to go.
2 to go, can confirm. By the way, he's lapped up to 9th.
That's just unreal.
Gator not wanting to go lap down here.
I'm gonna start calling.
Can he stay in front of him?
We gotta start calling him Max the Machine as he comes to the white flag here.
Yeah, I know. You know who works on his machines? Gear Wrench with them tools.
Apparently, as he takes 1, he took 1 to go. Sponsored by. We're just gonna sponsor by Gear Wrench.
No, I do know Credit One Bank sponsors the final lap.
No. It's sponsored by Gear Wrench because Max is in the number 1 as he comes out of turn, as he's going into turn 3 and 4 for the last time.
Yeah, it's not as dominant as we come to see.
Victory number 10 for Max.
3rd stage was very dominant.
A Decent House 2nd. You already heard in 3rd. Pretty sure Jagboy finished 4th.
I think Jag was still in 4th.
I believe he was as well. I think Killam finished 5th. Yes. I'm trying to get... Hopefully he scrolls.
K-Bart was 6th.
If you could invite Max to the group again,
yes, sir.
That would be fantastic. Yeah, so Max, Decent, you already heard. Jagboy, Killam, K-Bart, Lewis, Gator. I didn't see. The other guys were a lap down. Kelvin Crunch. I think Draven was 11th.
Can confirm. Sharp 12th.
And then Ronnie and OG. Pure Party. Tough scene tonight.
Oh, golly.
Sorry, I had to do it. As we're already joined by Max, once again fast on the track and fast in the party. Max, how are you feeling after your 10th win of the season?
Oh man, feeling pretty good actually. I really had to work for that one.
That it did. It looked like you and Decent House had just an absolute battle in the second stage. It was really fun to watch. Do you think did you make an adjustment going into stage 3, or do you to maybe separate yourself from him?
I made a bad adjustment in stage 2, and then I knocked the fence down, and he was able to get past me. And then the car was damaged, so I was just hanging on. I almost got him at the very end, but I wanted to be clean about it. So I was able to fix the damage, and then I had to tighten it up a little bit and do some tire pressure adjustments, and it was a lot better.
Well, it certainly showed in that last stage, that's for sure. Alan, what do you got for him?
First, congratulations on your win. You remind me a lot of Johnson for 5 years in the Cup Series, winning everything. You know what? I don't really have a question because you had some battles with Decent in the first 2 stages, and the third stage it looked like you just pulled away. I guess was your plan to just pit in the middle of the stage and split in half? That seemed to be what you did.
Yeah, I had to play defense because I knew he was going to be pretty much on me. So I pitted early so I could create that gap on fresh tires. Just had to run qualifying laps and then maintain and build that gap and hope that lap cars would get in the way. Because I was really worried he was going to catch up and get past me. And so I pretty much played defense, and I think I split the stage. I started to gain on me a little bit, and then it was like, all right, pit now. But yeah, just defense in stage 3.
Right on. Well, I got one more question for you. I think it'll be pretty easy to answer. Are you tired of winning yet?
You can never get tired of winning, man.
That's what I figured you were gonna say. Well, congratulations again. Who do you want to shout out after your 10th NARL victory of the season?
That's a good one. Good question. Running out of people here. Hey, babe, who should I shout out?
You can shout out people like over again. There's like no rule against that. Yeah, you
okay.
can. Yeah, there's no rule against that.
Right. Well, my girl pointed at the angelfish, so I guess I'll shout out our angelfish.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did I miss the name of the angelfish?
Oh no, it's Lucifer.
Okay.
It's a black angelfish, and he eats everything. So he's kind of an asshole.
Appropriate name.
Yeah, right.
Fair. Well, with that, we'll let you and Lucifer get on with the night. Your angelfish. Congratulations again,
guys.
Max.
Thank you much. Have a good night.
You as well. And we'll get our second place finisher, the Xfinity regular Decent House, up in here as well.
I already invited him, but he didn't join.
In
I'll
the
invite him again.
Kyle Busch mobile. The purple people eater, which if you haven't had fudge brownie M&Ms, they're very good.
Gotcha. Might have to try them out. So it says Decent's joined the party, but he's not in here.
Oh, we can't hear him?
Well, I invited him already, and it says when you scroll to his name, it says he's joined. Maybe he hasn't accepted it yet. Oh, there he is.
Well, we're joined by our second place finisher, Decent House, the Xfinity regular. How are you feeling after that, Mr. Decent House?
Man, that was really fun. I had no idea that I was going to be able to stick with Max. He definitely grabbed another gear in stage 3, but just glad to be really on the same lap as him, let alone be running him for a stage win, which was a blast.
Yeah, that was a good battle there at stage 2. It seemed like you had something for him. Going into and from what we saw, it looked like he had you on the shorter part of the run, but then you caught up to him in the longer part. Did you make an adjustment at the beginning of stage 3 that maybe to compensate for the beginning part of the stage, but sacrificed the long run speed?
I actually figured I was going to need, because that run was about 28 laps or so, 20, maybe close to 30. But I plan on running the full fuel run, so I actually went up one click on the wedge, and it completely changed my car. And he got a way better pit entry and in stage three, and just drove away. So plus I pitted a little later. I ran a little long, so hoping would have fresher tires. I might be able to catch him, at least gain a little ground. But he's just so good, and when he gets out front, it's like smooth, gone. So I was really learning in stage two. I was learning behind him, which is kind of cool. So give all the credit to him. That was a really fun race too. We both raced clean, and really everybody raced clean tonight, at least with me. So it was a blast, man.
Yeah, it was fun to watch, and he's one of the best to learn from. Max the Machine is I'm gonna start calling him that because he rarely makes mistakes. Alan, what do you got for your Xfinity competitor after that?
Congratulations on your second place, man. Really strong car tonight. Keenan's kind of stole my question there. So my question is, you said yourself, and I wouldn't say the stats prove it, but you're not the best in the Xfinity cars. Your stats are still pretty good, but you don't have that one yet. But you seem to be really good in the Cup and Truck cars. So you got any plans for next season?
Well, I mean, I've already told the boys in the elite chat I've kind of had some things come up, so it may impact my schedule. I definitely would be interested in running trucks, but definitely no Xfinity. I would consider a Cup call up, so. But like I said, I may have to miss a few races here and there due to some scheduling stuff. But no Xfinity for me next year for sure. I hate those cars. My blood pressure has gone up probably 20 points since the season started. So I'd rather run either Cup or Truck for me. Yeah, no Xfinity.
Well, you certainly improved your fast in both. So you got anything else for me, Alan?
No, that's all I got.
I don't have anything either. It was fun watching you and Max battle there in that second stage and the beginning of the stage 3 as well. But with that, decent. After your second place finish, who do you want to shout out?
Well, first shout out to K Bart and everybody in the front office for allowing me to get the call up. And I felt like after the Xfinity race, I kind of left some on the track. I felt like I had the best, maybe top 2 car. I showed that and went from 13th to 2nd, and then made a bonehead move and just evidently clicked the gas down one click, and I ran out of gas on the last lap. But definitely had a really good car last night, so I knew I was one of my favorite tracks. So just shout out to them for giving me a chance to come up and run with the big dogs, and had a blast doing it. Shout out to my elite teammates, Joe with a nice P3, and I think Lewis came home 7th. So those guys did well, and shout out to Max because he raced me clean. I learned a lot. So it was just really fun being on the same straightaway as him, being a pro league driver. So it gives me a little bit of confidence. Unfortunately, my confidence is probably going to get put down the drain when we go to Indy road course next week. So
I feel you there, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a nightmare for me, and just pretty much survival mode to get me to the last couple races. But so appreciate you guys putting it on. I'll probably go back and watch it because I'd like to rewatch that battle and see what I could have done different, maybe to gain some time. So
right.
But yeah, appreciate it. So.
Right on. With that, we'll let you get on with your night and maybe go get some Indy Roval practice in, huh?
Yeah, gonna need it, bud. Gonna need it.
All right. Good run.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations again. All right, Al. With that, the next race, you guys in the Xfinity Series do not race on Sunday.
We do not.
But the next race will be Monday, and that will be the Cup guys at the Roval at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for 31 laps of absolute poorly engineered in-game track. Anyway, and then on Tuesday, same time, same place as usual, the truck guys are going to Talladega for the second to last cutoff race before the
Ooh,
playoffs. So
big fun.
That'll be something to watch.
How you feeling about that?
It's Talladega. I don't predict anything there. Sorry.
You don't feel there? Gotcha.
Well, it's Talladega. Like, you're at the mercy of everybody around you. But it'll make for some good racing, I think.
I mean, I feel confident going to those races, but
I enjoy them. I just one wrong thing could end your chance, and then
career.
the next Xfinity race, like Decent House said, is also at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Roval next Wednesday. And with that, got anything else to add, Alan?
I'm very thankful we have a week to practice for the Indy Roval.
I would be as well, because that track is trash.
Yeah.
But all right, well, with that, we'll let everybody get on with their night. For me and Alan, thank you for watching.